Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing the 2023 Volvo S90 Recharge T8 all-wheel drive hybrid luxury sedan. The S90 is Volvo's most premium luxury sedan, and when compared to its German competitors, it slots in near the E-Class for Mercedes-Benz or the 5 Series for the BMW. Volvo Canada lent me the S90 for review, and I drove it through downtown Vancouver near Cole Harbour. Now the S90 is available in either the gas engine or the plug-in hybrid powertrain. If you go with the gas engine, you're going to be getting an inline-4 engine with either a supercharger or turbocharger depending on trim level. Power should be in the neighborhood of around 300 horsepower. If you choose the T8 plug-in hybrid, the gas engine is a 2-liter inline-4 engine that's both supercharged and turbocharged. The gas engine alone puts out 312 horsepower, however the electric motor in the rear axle puts out another 143 horsepower. Total combined power output is 455 horsepower with a peak torque of 523 foot-pounds. If you live in a city, the plug-in hybrid may be for you. The S90 Recharge's electric-only range is advertised at 61 kilometers or around 38 miles, and rear-wheel driving is able to squeeze out a few more miles than advertised, which is always nice. Hybrids are the best in stop-and-go traffic. Unlike gas cars, if you're stuck in traffic, you burn gas idling. Hybrids will switch to electric motor at slow speeds and only kick on the gas motor when needed. Dual hybrid powertrains are nearly always more efficient than gas-only vehicles. If your commute is less than 60 kilometers, you can charge your S90 to home. You may never even need to use your gas motor on daily commutes. It takes around 6 hours to level 2 charge the 18.8 kilowatt hour battery from empty. So now that we talked about the powertrain notable features of the Volvo S90, let's jump inside and go over its open interior and capabilities. Right away, the engineers of Volvo spared no material expense to deliver one of the most luxurious car interiors available on the market today. The entire cabin is built with Napa leather, and I love the charcoal colored palette. Even the leather-wrapped steering wheel feels solid, and the buttons and fixtures use expensive plastics that suit the look and feel of the S90. Adding to that, the entire cabin of the S90 is a level of luxury that you would associate with royals or celebrities. I'm sure even the Swedish royal family wouldn't be upset sitting in one of these vehicles. For example, the S90 even uses a handmade Swedish crystal as the gear shifter. Each crystal is unique and made exclusively for Volvo by Orfor. When you look at the leather soft touch panels, you can see Volvo craftsmanship with every hand-done white stitch, and the mahogany wood panel inlays are absolutely stunning. Volvo is certainly proud of its heritage and even included a small Swedish flag on the Napa leather passenger seat. If you go for the S90 Recharge, you will also get a panoramic sunroof. The seating on the S90 is excellent. There are a lot of support and comfort functions, including a 4-way lumbar support and leg support. Volvo seats are as nice as ever, and you really feel the luxury of the hand-quilted leather. The seats are both heated and cooled, and they do an incredible job of keeping you comfy even over long road trips. And the rear seats are just as comfy, and passengers have access to their own climate controls. There's over 3 feet of legroom in the rear, so you always feel like a royal even if you're in the back. When it comes to royal family features, with the press of a button, you can lift the rear window shades for either more privacy from the paparazzi or just to darken the cabin to rest more easily. The Volvo S90 ignition is a turn switch rather than a button. I really like this tactile dials. It gives you a bit of resistance before it clicks on. Once the system powers on, you'll immediately notice the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster behind the steering wheel. In 2023, all Volvos will use Google-based infotainment systems, which means you can actually see a Google Maps view in the gauge cluster while driving. Definitely a cool feature and advantage of a Google platform. The infotainment system itself is a 9-inch touchscreen that is Google-based. From here you can access Google Maps on your phone, media, and vehicle settings. If you want to change your heated seats or climate controls, there are no physical buttons to do so, so you have to change the climate control settings through the screen. That said, the volume buttons and defrosters are still physical buttons. Fun fact, in the advanced package, the S90 has enhanced air purification, and if the S90 detects smog-like or polluted conditions, the S90 will shut off outside airflow to keep cabin air fresh. The media options are the standard AM/FM, satellite radio, Tidal, Spotify, Pandora, and Bluetooth music. The sound system is the incredible Bauer & Wilkins premium sound system, and you can even change whether you want your music to sound like you're in a concert hall or a jazz club. There's so much functionality with the S90 sound system, and most importantly, it sounds incredible, as if you're in an IMAX movie theater. Your settings will also let you change your driving modes, which include a power sport mode, the standard hybrid, all electric, or constant all-wheel drive. You can adjust your drive style, whether you like relaxed or tight steering, one-pedal drive, and whether to turn on the onboard air suspension. Last but not least, the Volvo S90 has a 360 camera system that lets you see around you when needed, and it has proximity sensors in the bumpers that will audibly warn you if you get too close to nearby objects. The S90 has loads of room in the rear as well, and you can knock down the rear seats if you need extra room in the back. There is storage space for the household charger under the trunk on top of roadside supplies. If you like to ski, there's even a door in the center rear seat that opens for skis or sporting items. These design features are quintessentially Swedish and European. So now that we're done talking about the interior and powertrain features, let's jump inside and take the S90 for a spin in downtown Vancouver. When all kitted out, my Volvo S90 was coming in at just under 90,000 Canadian dollars. For that kind of price, my expectations are very high. I'm not going to tolerate anything short of superb. And to cut straight to the chase, the Volvo S90 is superb. When you think of the S90, you're probably thinking E-Class or 5 Series from Mercedes-Benz and BMW respectively. The S90 is an incredibly underrated vehicle. Most people in the luxury category even forget that it even exists. I've driven E-Class Mercedes-Benzes before, and to be honest, while I give the E-Class a tiny edge in driving performance just due to its superb Autobahn-inspired highway handling, the S90 is definitely at the top of the heap as well. Driving an S90 is like driving on a cloud. The air suspension eats potholes and road bumps like they're nothing. When you drive the S90, it's so easy to drive because it feels like it's floating on train tracks. The drive feel is just silky smooth luxury all the way. The S90 also has all-wheel drive, which means you can drive this car all year long, even in winter conditions. The handling is also super graceful and smooth. When you turn the wheel, there's surprisingly no body roll, even though the S90 is incredibly heavy and a mind-boggling 5,800 pounds. The weight actually helps because when you drive, momentum keeps the vehicle feeling very, very stable on the road. Just because the handling is luxurious doesn't mean it's not powerful. If you choose the pure power mode, both the engine and electric motor work together. The S90 really hauls thanks to the electric motor's low-end torque. You'll be doing 0 to 60 in 6 seconds or faster. At the same time though, the gas engine is so quiet, even when it's on and working, I can't even hear or feel the engine vibrations. Great work from Volvo's engineers. Last, the cabin is also super well sealed. The S90 is definitely one of the quietest vehicles I've driven in recent memory. And since this is a Volvo, the S90 is super safe, getting IIHS top safety pick and scoring some of the highest crash scores possible. As expected, safety features like blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and collision avoidance come standard. So you're probably thinking, what are the cons? To tell you the truth, there is only one. Price. You get what you pay for, and the S90 is an incredibly underrated luxury sedan. It has silk-like handling, a very powerful engine with low-end torque, and a cabin that is as quiet as anything on the market today. A big 2 thumbs up from me, and kudos to the Swedish engineering team for designing this masterpiece of a vehicle. So now that we're at the end of the review, I hope you learned something new. The Volvo S90 is an underrated hybrid plug-in that deserves way more attention than it gets. If you're looking for a luxury vehicle with silky smooth handling but lots of raw power, the S90 is for you. The only thing that'll get in your way is the price tag. Thanks again so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like or subscribe. Have a great rest of your day.